Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Chase with GreenKey. I want to show you guys a little bit of some footage here of what we got going on for our install today. These residents have a breaker panel that's in their basement. It is a older model panel, which is Challenger. Challenger was bought out by Eden. So as you can see here, we're using BRH 260s for the EV charger we put in today. We ran number 6, so it's 6.2 SEU that we have run to supply power to the charger. You can see where we come into the top of the panel here, and we have run it just above the cinder block along the wall, kept it inside of that cavity, and then it actually goes out the wall up inside here in this corner. Customers having a charger put in on the front exterior corner of their home. And there's not a whole lot to this install. It's actually much easier than I anticipated. We've got everything strapped off every 4.5 feet. I've got it strapped a little closer than that, but by code every 4.5 feet for this service entry wire, and then within 12 inches of where it enters into the panel here. So I'll take you guys outside and show you what we got going on there. All right, so here we are outside. This customer chose the Smart Home Emporia EV charger, which is a very nice model. You can see we've got everything wired up here. This is where we come through the wall into our junction box. Got our grounds tied off in there. Everything landed right here. Something you do want to watch out for on all of these chargers, breakers as well, is just looking for the torque limits. On these conductors, you want to make sure, you can see this is a very light torque rating at 10.6 inch-pounds. You definitely don't want to tighten this too much, being right on top of the board. Obviously you would just risk damaging the charger itself, so that is something good to be aware of. But we've got everything set up here. Emporia as a separate, it's going to be a cord holster right here as well that you can hang the cord up on. And the customer is elected to get this mounted somewhere closer to the corner of the house because we've got a pretty good slope right here. So we're going to be mounting this here. This is where the cord will hang around, and then the plug will dock off into the front side of that. But we're going to go ahead and get the cover put back on and get everything fired up and set up with the customer. And that's really about it. We're going to go through, there's an app you have to download for Emporia. You'll go through the settings in there. You're going to want to set the circuit size, which is a 60 amp 2-pole that we have set up downstairs. That's going to provide him with 48 amps of charging, and we'll step through that with him, get the charger connected to Wi-Fi for any sort of software or firmware updates, and he'll be good to go. We'll get it tested out and we'll get back on the road. But I hope you guys are having a blessed day. And if you have any charger needs, residential, commercial, please give us a shout and we'd be happy to give you a quote. Look forward to seeing you soon.